Hey guys, Bushcraft Woods Devil here. A couple nights ago I was cruising the internet and I was looking at some posts on the Facebook page for Kevin Reeve's business, On Point Tactical. I found a really interesting article, and I will put the link below. And I think it was entitled Apache Booby Traps. And it was kind of interesting to me that he had this setup that he used to deter some students during a tracking class. And this would be a trap intended to injure or at least dissuade trackers from following you. And I'm not somebody that would go down that path, but I did think it might be interesting to have for a setup in camp for security if I'm not wanting to be surprised by somebody walking into my camp at night or wildlife or something. And I thought, you know, that might have an application for a noisemaker. So how is it set up? Okay, well, it's a kind of a deadfall. I have a can up there with a bunch of rocks in it to rattle and make noise. And I'm using paracord. It's nice and bright yellow so you can see it. So the paracord comes down. I'm over here at the park next to the highway, so I guess you can hear traffic, but hopefully you're hearing me okay. And then here's your trigger. So you have a post in the ground. Now he used a branch that had a branch coming off it, so you kind of had an inverted V, but I just went ahead and modded this and did a 7-notch, and it's working just fine. So you could do that. So you have, this is your trigger, and here you have your tripwire. Now he calls it an Apache Limp wire trap, so apparently you don't really string this taut across the trail. You just kind of dangle it loose, maybe in some brush, and that they'll maybe not notice it and catch it and drag it and activate the trigger. But you know, if I'm in camp at night, I'm not too worried about that. I probably just want the noisemaker aspect. So here's the trigger. It's real simple. You've got a tripwire. Here's the other side of the tripwire. All right, so it's just staked out across the trail, and it goes over here. So when you trip the wire, it jerks this trigger out, this flips up, and the weight takes over and brings it down. And funny thing, I was setting it up and it slipped, and it's probably got about a pound of rocks in it, and it just kind of glanced off my right back, my back on the right side. Didn't hurt or anything, but definitely let me know it was there. So when Reeve says this is a man killer or has potential, he has a big rock suspended in the article, which again I'll put the link for you. But seriously, you want to be careful setting this, because he could have come down and cracked me in the noggin. So let's trip it and see what. It's not going to go fast. The paracord's too thick and abrasive, and the bark of this tree is not very slippy, so it's not going to come down very fast. But go over here and just try to figure out how to shoot this so you can see it. Let's see. So I don't know if you saw that, but came down pretty good, and you heard the rattle of the rocks in the bean can. So yeah, I think it's a fun thing to mess around with, you know, and I'm not sure you'd get any game with it. But I think it would be fun just to have maybe a couple of these spread out around different approaches to your camp, so if someone or something uninvited comes in, maybe it'll trip it and give you some awareness. So anyway, I'll put the link. Again, that's the Apache Limp wire trap Apache booby trap. It's was put on the web by Kevin Reeve of On Point Tactical. So check it out. All right, we'll talk to you a little later.